You know what, everybody? Let's get down to business here. As we always say, there are Huns to defeat, and there is a team to improve. At least, I hope. Again, for those that missed it late last night, the New York Football Giants return to the top of the mountain behind MVP Aiden Hutchinson. And it was a weird year in the foosball world. You had Jacksonville move to San Juan, Puerto Rico. I don't know why it won't show. And then the NFC, we had the Seattle Seahawks move to St. Louis and become the River Hogs. So you never know what's going to happen. You never know. Freefall, and I agree. I didn't watch any of it because it's just difficult to watch, right? So, shout out to, I mean, there's like 7 different ways I could think to say that name. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Let's, like I said, get right down to business tonight. I want to make as much progress as possible. We got tonight's stream, we got tomorrow's stream, and I'm off for a couple of days with some family matters to attend to. There is nobody there that we want to re-sign. Apparently, it also signed Aaron Brewer for us at one point. I don't know when the hell that happened, but whatever. So we're good to go. Warrior, what's up? I have something for you. I'm intrigued. Burning a house, my bracelet. Hendrix, I don't disagree. Meg, you're fine. You're fine. All right. Let's see how free agency goes here. I don't think I'm going to necessarily be able to get this team into the playoffs tonight as Warrior with that. That is something. The 5 gifted. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Thank you for that. Whatever happened to those midday streams we're talking? I can't keep a consistent sleeping schedule. That's what happens. That's what happened. And when you cultivate an audience in one time slot, and then all of a sudden you're in a different time slot, it causes confusion. So there will eventually be a day where I will be a day streamer again. That will happen. And it'll be permanent when that happens. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Taste the goodness of I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Warrior, thank you again for the 5, though. Appreciate you, as always. You better be excited for FC Pro Club season. You better be. You better be. You better be. Dime, what's going on, man? No worries. No worries. I enjoyed what I got to see of the stream. I did rage at like 5 a.m. yesterday, so I couldn't hang around for too long. But I hope everything went well. And like I said, it's always good to see other people on franchise. Because 95% of this directory is, you know, mutt. I'm not complaining. I just didn't want to miss. Mills, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, like I said, eventually we'll go back to day streams. Eventually. Potentially. It kind of comes down to like, hey, if kids ever become a factor, is it more beneficial for me to keep this schedule or not? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. In terms of free agency this year, God, it is so weird to see that the AI Seahawks moved to St. Louis. It's so weird. A generated dude named George Stackhouse was the top free agent. I swear, like, none of the big free agents have hit the open market. Like, at all. I don't know what's going on with that. We're already seeing the league getting taken over by generated dudes. Case in point. Case in point. But, yeah, just as a follow-up, we found Finish My Dime 916 last night. And again, gotta support people in this directory that actually stream franchise. It's a rare few of us, you know? It's a rare few. Before the drafts, you guys know how this works. Although last year it didn't work well because chat was very upset to see the Dallas Cowboys end up with our picks. Again, we are not allowed to make any draft picks in this challenge franchise. So all of our picks this year will be going to the Detroit Lions. All right. I am okay with that. Let's go help out the Lions here. Why not? Time again, no worries, man. I also witnessed a police chase today where a guy went through a Taco Bell. I mean, literally. So, like, he drove through the establishment. It's what you're telling me. He went into the building. Maybe I should never visit Washington then. I like my nice, quiet, piece of middle of nowhere where I'm currently at. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Did he order anything? Right, did he get something from Taco Bell and then, have to spin back around? Was it record time? Because who would be surprised, right? About tomorrow's deep dive, will I finally be able to talk? I'll be able to talk about whatever they talk about. That's how the NDAs work, Freefallen. It's always, okay, have they talked about something publicly? Cool. I can then talk about it and the experiences that I may have had with those systems. But for example, the first deep dive's gameplay, it's not going to be franchise, so I can't then just immediately be like, and here's everything for franchise, So, on one hand, I've had people be like, well, what's the point? It's like, well, the point is, that I'm better than you. And you know it. But no, I mean, you get the point. Just in terms of, knowing that I got feedback. Legally, you can't, but technically you can. Correct. As I have said before, they would legally sue the ass off of me. And I like the cheeks where they are. God damn it, Crash. I should never read a text you send to me in the middle of a stream. Never. Never. Break the NDA for content. Again, I prefer my ass to be where it is. If they can leak Black Ops, you can leak NHL. Who's they? And are they not getting sued? Who is this they that you speak of? You would, Crash. You would. All right, there we go. We got rid of our picks for this year. We'll see what Detroit ends up doing with it. So, good. How do I deal with Crash Andrews on a nightly basis? I don't know how I do it. Oh, draft recap. What happened this year? Another year of no draft picks. Another day, another dollar. Oh, good. They took an 81 overall corner. First overall. The amount of, franchise-level talents we have thrown away because of the nature of this challenge is ridiculous. There were some other good players. The former Jaguars got a pretty good running back late in the second. Couple good late second picks. Good late third pick for the Jets. That's not bad. Good late fourth round pick for the Chiefs. As if the Chiefs need any more help. Stop it. Crash, that's fair. He's 23, though. Yeah, but I mean, hidden dev, and he's already an 81. Age isn't that important. That guy's going to hit a 90 overall. Easily. All right. We need some help here. Again. Oh, actually, hold on. Off-season workouts? What do we got for these? Peter, did you work on your arm strength? Please tell me. These texts are so cringy. Making much progress as trainer wanted. Into medium amount of XP. I mean, hey, whatever. Any XP for him is good. His throw power is still obviously tragic. But, again, for those who need a bit of an update on the team that we have here, the former punter turned quarterback, the cunter, as people have been calling him, or the quunter? I'm pretty sure people are going with the first one. And there you go. I finally said it. He's up to a 79 overall. Is Peter Boren. Again, we turned him from punter to quarterback because of that X factor, and it's working out. We actually do have an upgrade point for him here. He still doesn't hit an 80, which is okay. Again, his accuracies are phenomenal, but only 62 throw power. He is the ultimate check down merchant. And I'm telling you, one of these nights, I just need to create a custom playbook with no passes that go over 10 yards. Any ball down the field is just not going to work for him, ever. So, and then, of course, the rest of the team is taking shape. We got some difference makers on this roster, but the big question is, will we find anybody else to add? And in our time, we have found 2 X factors that went undrafted. We'll see if we can find that. Maybe a superstar. Time will tell. Dan Elliott, by down the field, we mean past the first down marker. Exactly. Exactly. You know how kickers have target lines? His target line is no more than the first down marker. Oh, not that we need a quarterback, but so far we are finding absolutely nothing. Who won the spin? The Detroit Lions, and they took an 81 overall corner, first overall. Eric Wolf, normal dev. Again, it's not a position we really need help in, but... And, of course, for just the second time, we find a star dev quarterback. This time it's Dylan Bennett. 65 overall at 23 years old. See if we can get away with keeping him. Ferris, what's up, by the way? Have I played Skyrim before? Yes, but never, like, beaten it or anything, just because it's such a massive time sink of a game. Turn him into a punter. Ah, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Jamal Mann. Son of Joanna. Eric Bat. That movie could not be made nowadays. Good lord. It probably shouldn't have been made back then either. It wasn't even that funny. Taylor Weatherspoon. Normal dev for him. Okay. So we do have another quarterback in the system. Running back. In case you guys missed what we were doing at running back last year, we moved a kicker with superstar dev to running back. And at the end of one season, he is now up to a 21 overall. Can't guarantee I'm going to keep him at running back. Although it would be funny. Maybe next year they'll fill the blue space. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. This challenge is tedious. That's for sure. It is tedious. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe for the 23 months. Joe, welcome back. Welcome back. How the hell are you? How the hell are you? Tonight, as we immediately get a running back, but man, he's not that good. Raekwon Massey is only a 59 overall at 23 years old. We might have to play him, though, to try to get Rookie of the Year. We might have to. Devon Parsons. Normal dev for him. All right. All right. Cedric Garland. Also not good. 3 times as good as our current option. Joe, I'm doing pretty good, man. No complaints. No complaints, aside from this game hasn't given me like a superstar level running back. If it wants to do that, that would be cool. It's probably not going to do that, though, let's be honest. So we tried to make our own. Dante Pierce. Jays, he did. It was hilarious, and I loved it. Nick Silvers. Nope. Nope. Stephon Jones. Still nothing. Okay. Carlos Stecker. Also, still nothing. His overall can now drink. Antoine Alexander. Also nothing too crazy there. Curtis Buckner. Nope. Jeremiah Brackens. So a normal dev. Tyler Walden. Dev. Jarek Morgan. Last but not least, Dion Covington. Damn it. Okay. Well, we got one running back, but man, he's a long shot to ever be anything. Fullbacks. Kurt Rayburn. Probably not going to make it. Kevin Booth. Also normal dev. Yeah, imagine they just had a little icon right next to Scheme Fit. Imagine. I can't believe they haven't done that in the first place. Like, it's insane to me. Because they do have that for off-season free agency. Just not preseason free agency. Which makes no sense whatsoever. We got a star dev fullback, baby, Marion Hoskins. All right, well, we finally found a fullback that has at least star devs. That's not too bad. And then George Combs. Normal dev, or even next to their position and number, right? Plenty of space. Plenty. Darnell Joseph. Wouldn't it create freebies? Crash, elaborate on your needlessly contrarian point. Elaborate. I don't remember if I looked at Chester Miller or not, so. Son of Reese. In this timeline, for how far we are, potentially, yeah. Devontae Peterson, almost as stupid as NHL franchise, having no movement clause, only for the expansion modes. Yeah. Indeed, indeed. Ah, little gnat. God. Ah. That's a great feeling. Let's have a gnat or a fruit fly just be like, ooh, a nose. You're technically scouting right now rather than just going, hey, look, row 13 is a star dev. Yes, but I'm scouting by only hitting a series of buttons. It's not like I'm putting work or investing useful time into it. I'd prefer the quality of life and the time saver as opposed to this. Like, this sucks. This sucks. Especially when the vast majority of them are normal. It shows everything else. That's true, too. That's true, too. Shows everything else except that one thing. I don't remember if I looked at Eric Grant or not, gotta be honest. I already feel like I skipped a player, but no one's yelled at me yet, so. Keith Phillips is a second-year pro. Crash, I get your point, but at the same time, would you argue for that point to the alternative? You're an NHL streamer. Do you really enjoy quality of life? Am I an NHL streamer? Am I? With you, never. Fair. Fair. Because there's no beating Eddie arm bar. I enjoy my quality of life. Well. Look at Crash just throwing the insults left and right, huh? Oh, man. I guess we'll find out in a month. Fair. I don't know if we're going to find a half-decent wideout here. Dakota Fields. Nope. That was 6'5". 68 overall at 22. Damn it. If he had at least star dev, we'd try like hell to build that guy up into an awesome player. I still kind of want to try. Derek Kidd, normal dev, and John Trey Ward. Wow. Not a single wideout this year, which is typically not a very good sign. The question is, though, do we try to get one of these guys like a rookie of the year or something? Looks like a big glitch in 2K franchise at the moment is you can't overturn retirements. It gives you the option to, but it doesn't register. So again, the primary reason why we're not an NBA yet is because, again, I'd only be able to play it for 2 nights and then I'd have to take a couple of nights off. But at the same time, it is kind of beneficial to no longer pay to be a beta tester. Ooh, let me pay for the pre-order for a beta version of the game that doesn't even have the day 1 patch yet. Like, pre-ordering sports games is a fucking scam. It is a fucking scam. Anyway. You know what? Dakota Fields. And God, there's 2 of them at that overall. These guys might be set to the practice squad. I don't know what the hell I want to do at wideout here. I really don't. I really don't. We'll see. See what happens. Tight ends. What do we have? Matt Brown. No. Mike Harold. Nope. Breaking sports games first sign of fall. It's true. Braxton Burks. Also not going to make the cut. Eddie Sanford. Not going to make the cut. Christian Springs. What about Ethan Blanchard? Grandson of Tully. Tony Nugent. And we are, there's some slim pickings so far this year. Junior choice. You gonna give us anybody? Sean Jefferson. And last but not least, Will McKinney. Jesus, not a single wideout, not a single tight end. We better hope it's the year of the O-line. We better hope. Damn. Oh, left tackle. Alfonso Brackets. Nope. Maybe the year of Quanters. Bruce Montague. Nope. Sorry, Bruce. Not going to make it. Drew Quincy. You are also not going to make it. Kevin Stockton. This is rough so far. Nick White. Dude, there is nobody. There is nobody. Shane Strickland. There we go. Oh my God, we got an offensive lineman with star dev. Do you believe in miracles? Shane Strickland. That means the tight end turned left tackle will probably go back to tight end. Oh my God. Yeah. Barry Bagel? Bagel? Bagel with the Perry Bagel. Perry Bagel. He's not good enough. That's a shame. Elton Jackson. We might not have the worst O-line in the league anymore. That's cute of you to think. George Butler. Nope. Cam Kendricks. Nope. Corey Page. One more player would be nice, you know? Eddie Archer. One more player would be nice. Jake, I told you not to call me that in public. I'll see you at home. Jake, what's going on? All right. Luke Bennett. Also not going to make it. Todd Pierce. It's been rough so far, man. Juan Freeman. Well, we found the one diamond in the rough. There's also Antoine Thomas. Normal dev. Let's bring on Juan Freeman just in case we need the depth, which we might. Left guard. What do we have here? Shout out to Cameron Lindholm and shout out to Bunny, 34 months. Al Vance is the superior Vance. That's true. We just don't know where he's going to play this year because it might not be at running back. It might not be. But thank you for the 34 months. We got another offensive lineman at Star Dev. Is it Christmas? Is it Christmas? 2 in 1 year when we've only seen 2 in general so far. Tim Brackett and his terrible haircut. We got a lineman out of North Dakota State. Let's go. Whew. Dexter Brown. Things might be looking up for us here if we actually get some O-linemen that we can build around. Brandon Jones. Give us a third one. Give us a third one. Jermaine Winthrop. Nope. Dan Clements. Nope. Paul Brink. Nope. And last but not least, Gavin Lawson. Also a no. Okay. If we were to sign anybody else out of that group, it would be probably based on his age. Gavin Lawson. Give us a random superstar X Factor. I mean, it's done it twice already. I can't really complain about the lack of those. Alex Reagan. Regan? Probably Regan as opposed to Reagan. Dalton Butler. Also a no. Nathan Core, a member of the Core. He's had enough. He'll make you see. Chris Boykin, son of Earl. Mark Barnett. Not good. Brett Hogan. Hopefully less racist than his grandfather. And Adam Wilson. Hopefully not racist at all, but given who who a Hogan would have grown up around, you just gotta hope for less racist, you know? We won't bother with another center, because that's just atrocious. Right guard. Damien Lamonte. Damien. Good thing is I still don't have to learn how to say that name. Logan Clement. I mean, I can't really complain about the O-line right now either. Like, we've gotten some good additions. Juwan Haywood is normal dev. What about James Hanna? We had him last year. Caleb May is here. Normal dev. Dan Hoffman. Normal dev. God damn it. Adam Clifford, the big red dog. Nope. Prophecy, what's going on? How are you tonight? James Buckhalter, son of a bitch. Nick Stewart. And one more guy to look at here, Donnell Hughes. Okay. That said, Hughes is still a pretty good player to sign. About to play my third game of CFB. I've been enjoying this, but CFB is the better game. Let's see. Charlie Reinhard. Not going to make it. What about Deshaun Davis? Every team needs a Davis. He will not be our Davis. Jaden Walton. Damn. Come on. Give us the player that'll turn our organization around. Fortunately, it wasn't Dick Baldwin. Won't be Tommy Norton either. Was he drafted? It says 1 year pro. But was he drafted? I can't see his info page until we temporarily sign him. Was he drafted? If he wasn't, we can keep him. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we probably didn't miss him last year, and he was probably drafted by somebody. He was undrafted! So that was one of the examples of the AI signing somebody before we even had a chance at him. Tommy Norton, you are allowed to stay. That is our third star dev lineman of this crop of talent, of this class. Jesus, we really are going to get to build up our O-line from here. This is awesome. This is awesome. I don't remember if I looked at Tommy Bailey. Year of the line. Apparently, man. Apparently. Don Barber. We still got a few more players to look at here, too. I mean, you never know. Aaron Green. Normal dev for him, too. Definitely the year that our O-line's stepping up. Hudson Hayden. Much love. HH. John Pitts. Nope. Couple more here. Manny Hemingway. No. Low position malleability in CFB. My top two running backs right now are converted quarterback and wide out, right? That's a big part of the fun of it. We got Carl Hale as well. Sucks that 75% of this challenge is scrolling through endless menus. You're not wrong. It does take up a good portion of each season. Especially when we're not at the point where gameplay is really worth it. And we're on a 2-year drought, a 2.5-year drought of breakout moments. So, Jake, I don't disagree. See the FSU quarterback in the 3. I sure did. Yeah, they were playing Boston College. I had to watch that game. All right, defensive end. Antoine Tull, grandson of Jethro. Jamie Howard. All right, we got a star dev defensive end in Jamie Howard. We're starting to get enough people on defense that, again, people are going to have to get cut. Jaron Johnston. Normal dev for him. Mario Rose. And last but not least, we have Clay Dalton. Normal dev for him. Okay. At defensive tackle, a lot of potential options. Raheem Campbell. I mean, Juggernaut. You gotta shout out. You gotta shout out Jethro Tull whenever you get a chance. You know. Marco Reed. Also normal dev. But yeah, there's no denying how much faster we could go through this part of the process if it just gave us a little fucking indicator. Just a little indicator right above scheme fit. I would have been done with this already. Tony Garner. Normal dev. Leslie Bankston. Shout out to whoever's still naming their sons Leslie nowadays. Props. Melvin Little. Also normal dev. Come on now. Malcolm Wilkerson. Also normal dev. Yeah, whoever mentioned that, hey, and even in NHL, you can't sort by draft status in NHL, but you can sort by potential. And that is essentially what we are looking at right now is potential. So, yeah, the fact that you can sort by potential in NHL, in NBA, and all these other games, but you can't do it in this is kind of stupid. DeMario Barnes. Prophecy, I hope that's true. Peter Owens. The prize fighter. Zach Chaney. Almost thought it said Chaney for a minute. Who the hell would have fucked Dick? Ramon Boyle. Normal dev. Danny Crowther. Could have sworn all the way at the right of the menu was where they were drafted. Maybe. Okay, we have a defensive tackle here as well. Danny Crowther. The Crowther. Smelly, that's always the way to approach it. I know exactly what's coming in that trailer, and that's always the way to approach it. But again, I'll never tell people what way to think. Rudy Hunter. Normal dev. Mac McDougald. Oh, that's a great name. Not a good player, though. Ed McCoy. The real McCoy. Normal dev. Damn it. Earl Townsend. Goodbye, Earl. Will Ross for food. Nope. Jimmy Black. Nope. And last but not least, Lamar Morant. Shout out to B4 for the 20. Ben B4 brings the luck because we have another star dev defensive tackle. B4, what is going on? Thank you for the old 20 bitskis. The old 20 bitskis. God, we might have to play that guy to try and win Rookie of the Year. Going not too bad, man. Not too bad, not too bad. Just enjoying the lovely, slow process of Madden free agency. Oh, Gerald Hayes isn't going to make it. Looked at McCallum. Donald Allison. Top 5 story-based games you played either on... Jesus Christ. Like, you're basically asking me top 5 non-sports games of all time. That's a loaded question, sir. Can you ask it again in about 5 minutes once we're done looking at all these players? All right, get old Luke Gresham in there. Don't know if he'll make the team. Jamarcus Bowman. Mellow Page. And last but not least, Will Matthews. No. All right, linebackers. BJ Rudd, what a name. Seth Smiley, what a name. Not a great player, though. Dwayne Hodges. Also not a great player. Ron Peterman. There were a lot of star linemen this year, that's for sure. It's been a good run. We haven't seen any superstar or X Factor dev talents, but I mean that would have been... I'd be pushing our luck to ask for those. I'm surprised it's even happened at all. David Dodson. Also not going to make it. Bernard Batten. And, wow, that guy's a 71, though? Holy shit, you normally don't see UDFA as a clips of 70. We might have to sign him anyway. And, you know, we got to sign that guy anyway. You very rarely see a 71 overall go undrafted. Even if he is normal dev. A lot of middle linebackers this year. Pat Westbrook to kick us off. Normal dev. This has been one of the better overall classes that we've had so far. Mike Rogers. Dude, the Mariners are just pumping the Athletics right now. Holy shit. John Armour. Nope. Nick Edwards. Also a no. Calvin Richards. Also not going to make it. Darrell Williams. No. God, we could go through this so much faster. Ray Posey. Also a no. Bradley Cummins. Come on, man. Come on. Brandon Jansen. I mean, whatever. We got the O-line help that we needed. Literally anything else from here is just icing on the cake, you know? Orlando Stinson. Also normal dev. Mike Allen. Last draft class says 78 overall at the top and a superstar kicker. Well, Tony Farr. Also not going to make the cut. Roderick Roby. Also not going to make the cut. And James Cheeks. He is a 68 overall at 21 years old. That's not bad. I don't know if that'll be good enough for us to start him, but practice squad at least. Brian Ware. Oh my god, he's a 56 at 23 years old. That is atrocious. Whoo, that is atrocious. What about Marquise Dawson? God, I can't imagine a scenario where Ware actually becomes anything for us. Peter Randolph, also normal dev. Tremaine Kellum. Alex Almodovar. No. Colin Stark, grandson of Tony. Or Ned. And an Alan Baldwin. Okay. Help me, secondary. You're my only hope. Chris Price. Number 1 Kolar. For Chris Price. We got Dennis Bishop. Are the Athletics even trying tonight? Jesus Christ. Darian Davis. No. Anthony Bowie. All right, we do get a star dev corner. He is 23, though. I don't know if we'll even be able to use him. But Anthony Bowie will be signed, at least temporarily. Anthony Henson will not make the cut. Chuck Knowles. Son of Beyonce. Sean Howard. Also normal dev. Damn. Mar Peterson. I was really hoping for at least a superstar dev player this year, but doesn't look likely. Danny Stovall's not going to make the cut. What about Glenn Dotson? Back in the day, I was a column for potential in Madden. I recall that as well. Could be a Berenstain Bears conundrum, though. See, DeAndre Kincaid also isn't going to make it. Jeremy Dixon. Spencer Pippen, grandson of Scotty. Quinn, not yet. We'll play it next week. Vernon Nixon. Lethal, I mean, we found some O-linemen this year, thankfully. But nobody of a super high-end potential. Felix Carruthers isn't going to make it. Dexter Burrow, not going to make it. We got 2 more players here. Braxton Minter is also not going to make it. And then Nolan Bowie. Sign up for the practice squad, I guess. But yeah, I mean, again, literally anywhere at the top of the screen. Literally, if you want to force me to scroll all the way to the end, you could do that too. But nope, you got to click on every freaking player card. It's a pain in the balls. Justin with an E. Houston Bethel. You're not going to make the cut. Levi Hills. Got me running to the hills. Mitch Hickman. And last but not least, Corey Calhoun. We will sign for the moment. He's not particularly good. I just might need the depth. Strong. I can't wait for us to get a good kicker and a punter. By the way, you know what's going to happen. Marcus Corbett. Not going to be good enough. Tremaine Monk. Not going to be good enough. Zach Adams. Not good enough. Felix Trailer. And the final player is Dick Crisp. No. Okay. Your kickers this year, John Daniels. Normal dev. Jack Fisher. I didn't even notice he was a multi-year pro. Whoops. Stephen Petrosky. Normal dev. Ben Gibson. I am probably going to go back and sign that as a safety. Yeah. Brian Malone. The hell am I going to do with this guy, man? The hell am I going to do with I don't even know what to do with him. I see another lineman. And then Sean Lehman. Normal dev. Let me sign Dick Crisp really quickly. Backup quarterback. God, you guys are ridiculous. And then punters, there's 3 of them. Hunter Cooper. Adam Nash. And last but not least, Darren McKinney. Okay, it's only 1 kicker or punter. So in terms of setting up this team, quarterback is Boren. He's 26 years old. We have a choice at quarterback here. At 26 years old, is it worth having Peter Boren with a mentor? I don't know if it is. We could also cut Tavon Sherrills or just leave him as a great backup. And then Dylan Bennett had star dev. I mean, I feel like Boren's the guy. I just feel like a mentor really does start to get diminishing returns. From what I remember, once a player is 26. Not that he can't still improve through training, but you get the point. I don't know. This might be the first year that we drop. This might be the first year that we drop the mentor from the wideout position. Might be the right time to do it. Running backs, or not. Running backs, we still have Howard, Dawson, Dakota Harvey probably has to go. He does. Mike Dane has to go. We have to make a decision about Vance. He's 24. There's no fucking way he's going to make it to being a good running back. There's just no way. If we start Raekwon Massey, there is a chance of Rookie of the Year at least. Like, Vance is clearly just too far gone. We're not cutting him. But we are going to put him back in a kicker-punter role. It was funny for a season, but the only way it was really going to work was if he won Rookie of the Year, which, of course, LOL about whether or not it was really going to work. Fullback is a similar situation with Nick Whitfield, who are also going to move back to special teams. And clearly we're going to have to start making some cuts, even though it probably wasn't going to work. Well, yeah. So fullback Hoskins, fine. Whoops. Wideouts, Jesus. Maynard, Pierman, Day. McCollum, Neighbors, Stanford. Larry Smith. Not a rookie. He's not bad, but we'll get rid of him. Stanford, then Terrell Davis. So the guys at the bottom, 3 rookies. Gotta figure none of these guys are really looking like they're gonna break out at this point. Was Terrell Davis star dev? He was, wasn't he? Yeah. If any of the wideouts play D or running back, it's a bit shaky. It's not quite working as well as it does in CFB, unfortunately. Pretty much where you get somebody's where they're going to be. Unless you do something stupid like us and turn a punter into a quarterback. I think these 3 younger guys, but they were all normal dev, weren't they? Yeah. I mean, they might be able to get a breakout or win receiver of the year, but it's unlikely. But the guys ahead of them aren't likely to get that much better at this point. Like the McCollums, the Neighbors, the Stanfords. I mean, at this point, these guys can go. Like, they're not that much better than who we have. So let's start making some cuts here. Eric McCollum. We're going to move on from you just because I don't see how you're possibly going to get a breakout at this point. Same for Floyd Neighbors. And same for DeMarcus Stanford. And I just don't see these guys improving at this point. So the other option, we could leave Terrell Davis, who's still 23 in star dev, and then have these other guys in the mix. Or at least one of the other guys. It probably won't be Dakota Fields because he's a year older. McCollum was 95 speed. I don't care. What use is 95 speed? We don't have a quarterback that can bomb it down the field. You know? Like, for us, it's more about acceleration and agility, not high-end speed. So. Still can't get this fucking gnat. Kick return, punt return. Not too worried about that either, because we have a quarterback who could be on the kick returns. Between these two, better awareness, much better catching. Yeah, we're going with Derek Kidd. Sorry to John Trey Ward, but we'll play Derek Kidd this year as the 5th choice. Technically, we could carry a 6th, but they won't play anyway. Tight end wise, we're going to have to figure that out in a second. Because James Dugan is definitely getting moved back to tight end. After giving up, what was it, 27 sacks last year at left tackle? Go ahead and move him back to tight end. And then Minor, who played right tackle. We are going to move you back to tight end. And if anything, he's probably going to get cut. Which is a bit unfortunate, but again, not every star dev player we get is going to make it. So if we look at the tight end position, I mean, Minor's a 66, but he's not going to get any better. None of these guys are rookies. Jesus. Schultz, Grubbs, Dugan, Minor. Was Taylor McKinney normal dev? He was. He can go. He can definitely go. I think Alan Schultz can probably go. Given he's a little bit older, I don't see how he's possibly going to make it. Also, James Dugan fleeced us because now he's getting paid like an O-lineman. He fucking fleeced us. Alan Schultz, I just don't think you're going to make it. We'll get rid of you. And then probably Sammy Minor as well. Try to get the other guys that can still be built up a little bit. I mean, Minor's a good blocking type, but nothing crazy. Where it shows dev on this screen, not the free agent list. Don't try to make sense of anything. Don't try. Don't try. It'll go badly. So left tackle, Shane Strickland is the star here. We got a couple other guys that aren't that bad, but Strickland is outright the starter at this position. Although he might actually be better as a guard. Let's see how this ends up looking for some of these guys. If we were to move Strickland to guard. Wilcox, also ideally a guard. So is Brackett. Okay. Wilkerson at center. We can now not, we don't have to focus on him anymore. Mims is best suited at center. Finally got that goddamn net. Yeah, so Mims is going to be best at center. That actually works out pretty well. Move Alani over there. And then right tackle is Norton. Shit. Most of these guys have absolutely atrocious mobility. It's like, well, I'm big and I can stand in the way. If you ask me to do anything more than that, we're going to have problems. God, they are very similar. But it does probably make sense to have Norton on the outside then. So we have Norton at right guard. Guy's 6'6", 336 pounds. I mean, just a big old slab of beef. And then left guard, Wilcox, Strickland, and Brackett. Ed Wilcox, you have graduated from center to guard to tackle. The leader of the O-line, Eddie Wilcox. Out of pure necessity. And then the other left guard that'll move will be Tim Brackett. But we at least have one offensive lineman for the 5 spots that has a half-decent dev pattern, which is something that we did not have before and have never had. So that's not bad. So left tackle, we'll just keep Ringer as the backup because he's already a scheme fit. So we'll drop Juan Freeman. Left guard, we know Strickland's going to be the starter. We'll keep Javonte Holmes because, again, he's already better and he's a scheme fit. Center, we'll keep Wilkerson. Sorry to Ricky Hedgecock, but you got to go. Right guard, Hughes, but Norton will be the starter. Could argue that's a bit of a risk, but you can't exactly get a breakout moment for a guard. And then right tackle, we care about Brackett, and Carl Hale will cut Elliot Kruger. So the O-line's finally looking a little bit better. Defensively, oh boy. The hell are we going to do? Luke Gresham, you need to be a defensive tackle, which is a bit of a problem because we already have a lot of defensive tackles. So we are definitely now at the time where some people that we were hoping would develop, if they didn't, they're going to have to get cut. And defensive tackle is probably the biggest example of that. Linebacker's fine. And then in the secondary, everyone has at least 86 speed. There was BJ Austin who now has 86 speed, to be honest. Putting him at safety. Oh, shit. When did BJ Austin go superstar? Huh. Well, the problem with that is he's 27 already, so we're not really going to be able to, not really going to be able to make the most of that now, are we? But, I mean, we can have him as a depth linebacker. We can have him as a depth safety. For the moment, let's put him at safety until we know what our numbers are. So, defensive line. We know that Acosta's the starter. Trent Drummond's 26. He's just not going to develop at this point. Howard was star dev. There's no way we're going to start him, though. And then Vaughn Hobson's really close, and honestly is kind of making a push to be a linebacker. We played him there a little bit last year. So, let's see. Vaughn Hobson. Move you over. So, Acosta, Drummond, and Howard. Right side is Aiken, Oakman, and Thurman Heath. I don't think Thurman's going to get that much better. And at least Trent Drummond's a slightly better backup. Or we could just get rid of Jamie Howard, because the odds are he isn't going to make it anyway, and that way we avoid a penalty. Yeah, it might be for the best. We'll probably practice squad Howard is my thoughts. So let me just get something organized really quickly. But since he has that star dev, we'll try to keep him. That'll bring that down to 5. Defensive tackles. Every single one of these guys are at least star dev. We cut Hall last year. So, I mean, Good's not going to get that much better. Coolidge certainly didn't break out last year. Crother, Morant, Gresham. I think we can cut Jake Coolidge. Like, at least these other guys are rookies and about at the same class. Like, his only shot of making this team long-term was if he won Rookie of the Year, and he did not. Sergio Barnett was pretty similar, where it was down to kind of him winning Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's going to be at Emmanuel Good territory at best. So, sorry to Sergio, but you also didn't make the cut. I'd like to think one of these defensive tackles can make it. This guy's only got 79 strength. But he is better than Gresham, but Gresham's a scheme fit. I mean, Lamar Morant might be worth playing him as the starter, right? Like, Emmanuel Good at least provides us somebody half decent, but he's never going to be a star, right? He's never going to be a star player. So it's, do we play a lower level guy to hope that they can break out, or do we play the guy who's half decent now? We still have quite a few of these decisions to make pretty much across the board.